Alright, now we're going to transfer our knowledge onto the road. So, we're going to start off with small duck walks, and then we are going to transfer that into normal strides, and from there, we're going to go into a normal glide, which everybody should remember. That's just... Alright, we're going to start with duck walks into normal strides, and then we're going to go into the normal glide, and then we're going to push our foot out into a stride when you're ready, and then into a glide. Nice. Perfect. Hello guys, today we're going to be discussing the scissor glides and the A-frame glide, which will transfer over to our next lesson, which is finally stops. Alright, today right now we're going to discuss the scissor glide. We have 4 different kinds of scissor glides as shown by Asher Kirkby. We have the first scissor glide, which is just having your most dominant leg in the back holding all of your or most of your weight, and your less dominant leg in front of that skate. Alright, and from there we're going to go into scissor number 2, which is just pushing your weight or transferring your weight onto the less dominant or the leading foot. But we also want to have our center of gravity, so we're going to slightly lean forward, lean back just like that. And that's scissor number 2. Alright, great. And now we also have scissor number 3, which is the exact opposite of scissor number 1, where your less dominant leg is holding most of your weight in the back and your more dominant leg is right in front of that other skate. Alright, and we want to make sure we're really sitting on that skate. We don't need to overemphasize it, but we want to make sure that we're sitting on it. And from there, we're going to go into scissor number 4, which is just transferring your weight over to the most dominant or the leading skate. You have yourself in a slight lunged position, but you also want to have a nice form and a nice balance. So we're going to slightly lean back. That's a little too much. You want to feel comfortable with it. Alright, now we're going to transfer our knowledge onto the road. So we're going to start off with small duck walks, and then we're going to transfer the duck walks as we gain speed into normal strides. From there, we're going to go into a normal glide, which everybody should remember. That's just a ready stance, but having your feet straight instead of angled. From there, we're going to slowly transfer our less dominant foot in front of us, and our most dominant foot we're going to put under us or behind us, more than likely under us, and that's going to be holding most of our weight. That's going to be scissor number 1. Okay, we're going to start off with duck walks into a stride. And from there we're going to go into a glide and then scissor. Alright, perfect. And when we stop, we're going to stand straight. That's scissor. Alright, we're going to start with duck walks into normal strides. And then we're going to go into a normal glide. And then we're going to push our foot out to a scissor. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to try scissor number 2. So we're going to start with duck walks. We're going to increase our speed with strides. We're going to go into a glide, and from a glide we're going to instantly transfer into scissor number 1. And then we're going to transfer our weight to scissor number 2. Start off with some duck walks, increase the speed into a stride, and then to a glide when you're ready. Scissor number 1. And then transfer your weight to scissor number 2. And lean up nicely. Perfect. Alright, we're going to start off with some duck walks. We're going to go into a stride, pick up some speed. Then we're going to go into a glide and instantly go into scissor number 1. We're going to get ourselves prepared, nice and easy, transfer ourselves to scissor number 2. Alright, start off with some duck walks into a stride. Pick up some speed into a glide to scissor number 1. Alright, now scissor number 2, transferring the weight. And keep going. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to do scissor number 3. And all that is the same thing as we did with scissor number 1. We're just going to have our less dominant foot holding most of our weight. Alright, we're going to start off with duck walks into a stride, then into a glide, catch our breath, glide it out, and then we're going to slowly go into scissor number 3. So start off with some duck walks into a stride. Alright, when you're ready, go into a glide, and then scissor number 3. Nicely sitting back on that back leg, perfect, and then come into a stop. Alright, we're going to start off with some duck walks. We're going to go into a stride to pick our speed up. Then we're going to go into a glide, catch our breath, get ourselves together, and prepare ourselves. And we're going to transfer to scissor number 3, which is our less dominant leg, holding most of our weight, and our most dominant leg in the front of the other skate. Alright, we're going to start with some duck walks. Into a stride when you're ready. And then when you're ready, into a glide, and scissor number 3. Really sitting back on that leg. Nice. And she stops it up. Alright, now we're going to go into scissor number 4. We're going to start off with some duck walks. We're going to go into a stride, into a glide, and instantly go into scissor number 3. From there, we're going to take a quick break, get ourselves together, and then we're going to transfer our weight over to our most dominant leg, which is scissor number 4. Alright, we're going to start off with some duck walks into a stride. And when you're ready, go into a glide into scissor number 3. Really sitting back, and then scissor number 4. Nice lunge position. I was slightly too tall. We'll get it better on the next one. Alright, we're going to start off with some duck walks. We're going to transfer into a stride to pick up some speed. Then we're going to go into a glide and instantly go into scissor number 3. And then we're going to take our time and transfer our weight to our front skate, which is going to put us in scissor number 4. Start off with some duck walks into strides. And whenever you're ready, into a glide, scissor number 3. And then scissor number 4, pushing the weight. That's a little better. Alright, now we're going to talk about the A-frame glide or the A-frame form. And all that is having yourself in a ready stance, ready position, which everybody remembers. And then from there, all you're doing is stepping one foot out slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And what this does, it allows you or forces you to rock your inside edges. I explained that earlier in one of my earlier videos. And what this form does, it opens doors of opportunity for you to do different kinds of skills or moves. But we'll discuss that a little bit later. Right now we're going to just talk about the actual form itself. Alright, so we're going to show you a quick side view. All it is having your body in a ready stance, and then just stepping one foot out slightly wider than shoulder width and rocking your inside edges. Alright, perfect. Alright, this is the back view of the A-frame form. All this is having your body in a ready stance position and then stepping one foot out slightly wider than shoulder width and rocking your inside edges. Alright, now we're going to transfer our knowledge onto the road. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some duck walks into a stride to pick up our speed. Then we're going to transfer that into a glide, a normal glide, a ready stance glide. And then we're going to push our foot out a little bit wider than shoulder width and just rock our inside edges and glide nice and smooth. Alright, we'll start with the duck walks into a stride when you're ready. And then into a glide. And then push your foot out to that A-frame. Nice. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to start off with some duck walks into a stride to catch up some speed. And then we are going to transfer into a glide. And then slowly, nice and smooth, we're going to push our foot out slightly wider than shoulder width and rock those inside edges for an A-frame glide. Alright, start off with some duck walks. And to a stride when you're ready. And to a glide. And slightly wider. A-frame. Perfect.